G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 26 of our ATV Skater Templar, where we are continuing with the right hand side of Homestead up towards Darkvale Gate. So let's head on out to the Blood Grove. Hopefully the totem is not going to be here. Yep, good. Means I don't have to backtrack. I don't think there's anything we need from the secret shop, so we'll just bypass that for now. There's probably something I'm forgetting and I'll have to come back later, but just for now, I don't think there's anything there. So we will continue on our way. Now, I did see that, and I also saw Rune Shrine. That's fine, we don't need that. I will check the little back area here, but I don't think we're going to find a totem back here. Pretty sure it's here or here, but not both. Don't quote me on that. There is, however, this fun little statue back here. Where is it? Is it up here? Yep, there it is. No. Somewhere here, there is a statue with two shields. Here we go. And this urn cluster will always have a totally normal bulwark in it. We're not using this item, I just thought it was interesting. There's 6 of those. This looks like a shield, it's actually a one-handed mace. There are 6 of these one-handed weapons that look like shields scattered around the game. They're always next to a statue of someone dual-wielding shields. And there's level 50, 75, and 94 versions of each of them, depending on which difficulty you're in. So they might be fun to make a build around having one of those weapons. Just kind of, you know, guaranteed purple weapon at certain levels. Could be fun to know that you just always have a purple weapon once you get to level 50. There is an Oathkeeper Arcanist one, so there is a Templar one. Infernal of Veracity. I'm not sure what Veracity actually does. Oh, Voracity. So, okay, so that's going to be probably attack speed and the attack damage converted to health. I was thinking veracity as in like truth. But no, that makes way more sense. Alright, let's go dodge this guy's big colourful ball of rip your buffs off you. That one there. And let's get ready to dodge it again. There it is. Okay, we should just be able to kill him now. There he goes. I'm not sure why he was considerably tankier this time. Last time I fought him, he died pretty easily. Okay, Brutal Axe. One-handed axe, not fire damage, not interested. Do we use these rings again? What am I currently using? Just resistance rings, I think. I mean, it might be worth using again. They definitely are fire and ice ring pair. I think we're doing burning damage rather than fire though, so maybe not. Alright, we've cleared out the mill, so let's head on up the road here to Darkvale Village. Gonna date with Zarya. It wouldn't do to be late. So, as with always on this side, you want to make sure your Chaos and Vitality resists are up. I think at this stage in the game, you want to make sure your everything resistance is capped. And you really need to have a very, very good reason why it isn't at this point in the game. I can't really speak for Crate, but I'm pretty sure they're expecting you to have capped resistances at this point. And it really is not difficult. I can kind of see the argument for why your resistances aren't capped at this point in normal. But, yeah, definitely should be by now. Okay, so, Darkvale Village always has a dynamite. It's always right here. And it always has a treasure trove, which could be right here. isn't this time, which is unfortunate because now I need to go find it. Having said that, it's always in 3 or 4 spots. Here's one of the other spots. This is where it is today. Ethereal mutagen. That's pretty rare. The other spot is back there in that house that I pointed out. Also right here. Just in this corner right here. And it could also be in this house right here. Just, I think it's usually in this corner, but it might be over here. Either way, it's in this room. So if you get to here and you haven't found it, you missed it. Okay, so for Zarya, Vitality and Chaos are not super overcapped, so I'm just gonna use that potion. And as soon as her crystals come up, we should be able to just kill them actually. They die pretty easily. Okay, and she's down anyway. Alright, and I'm going to do this because XP and, you know, I like loot. These things are basically mini totems. Alright, there we go. So, nothing too amazing. I did just sell the hat for this set, so we could have a 2-piece bleeding set. But that's fine, I'm just never going to use it anyway. Alright, into the Darkvale Gate. Let's go play with Karoz. So this is a good place to farm Chthonic Seals of Binding if you're into that sort of thing. The farming, that is, not the seals. I know everybody wants more seals. It's one of those crafting materials, just like all the other crafting materials that you can never have enough of. It's always the one you don't farm is going to be the one you run out of. So if you don't farm Ugden Blooms while you're leveling, you're going to end up wanting a conduit, and you're going to need hundreds of them, and you've got 12. Alright, so Old Mate is a burning boss, and he's dead. Alright, so same as pretty much every other time I've come through here. Karoz is, well, technically Thalnosh, but Karoz turns into Thalnosh. He's kind of the last thing I'm actually scared of until probably Theoden. The Logorian actually got a buff recently, and is not the complete walkover that he used to be. Still not super threatening, but yeah, you can't just walk in there and expect to kill him anymore. You actually have to, like, it is actually a fight now, which is nice. I appreciate that for the one-time boss of the entire game to be that much of a pushover is a little bit not great, shall we say. It's kind of similar to Diablo 2, where Diablo is actually a fairly easy kill. At least when you compare him to something like Bale or, well, pretty much just Bale. I think for a lot of builds, especially in Diablo 2, Diablo himself is difficult in normal because you don't have enough skill points, and then in what is it, Nightmare and Hell difficulty, he's a bit of a joke. I think the seal bosses are usually harder than he is. Okay, Totem, let's go. Alright, what do we get? I have the Storm Relic. So Shaman? Yeah, +1 to Shaman skills. Really should do a Lightning character, actually. There's so many characters I want to do. Okay. But yeah, after Karoz / Thalnosh, I think the the next thing I'm worried about is maybe the Logorian. This character did almost die to the Logorian in Veteran, though to be fair, I was trying to make a point at the time and not really focusing on the fight, so I don't know how much that actually counts. Okay, the Guardians are actually a little bit strong, as it were. I do also need to go back and farm myself a new hat. So I think I will kill Thalnosh here. And I'm going to keep stacking up the fire on the floor here. Just so when he does eventually pop out, yep, there he is. We can just straight away, he's on fire, there's Aether Fire underneath him, and he's dead. Good. Just wait for that to go away. Alright, there's my loot, there's my quest item. Here's my more loot. Mask of Delirium, nope. Don't know why I even looked at that. Okay, let's get the Rift Gate down here so we don't have to do Darkvale Gate again. And once we've got that, we will head back to Fort What's-Its-Face. Yes, that is its actual name. Fort Harron, is it? Yeah, Fort Harron. We have a date with a hat. Okay, so Bloodgrove Rift. And this time, instead of heading southeast, I guess you'd call it, or east, we're going to head northeast. If you remember from normal, we came in here once, killed the boss one time I think, and then I killed her I think maybe 2 or 3 times more, but I don't think I recorded that. But the basic idea is you come in here, you kill the boss, she drops you a nice hat. So if I could get something like, I don't know, Devastating of Searing or something like that, would be nice. Let's have a look. I definitely need a new hat. The old one's getting a little long in the tooth. I know it says required player level 55, but I kind of think that might be from the Prismatic Diamond. Maybe not. Maybe we did get a new one. Anyway, it's time for another new one. Okay, I guess I have to go back to that. $350 XP, totally worth it. Okay, here she is. So, Sister Bravna is who we're here for. And down she goes. No hat. Okay. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm definitely not going to reset and kill her again. So let's go for a run through the snow instead. This is the Astrakhan Road, and I've actually stopped editing it out. I'm not sure why. But there's not a whole lot going on here. It's just a matter of getting through the area, which is not particularly hard. I do also like to hit the there's a section through here just on the left where there's an ethereal chill, something who's always there, and there's a bunch of what do they call them? Aether crystals. A bunch of aether crystals there as well, and it's always there. And I do like to go there as well. Okay, honor relic and a bunch of stuff we're not going to use. But hey, loot is loot, right? Here he is. So Childred, my best mate in these parts. Pretty much kill him every time I come through here, and also these three Aether Crystals. And then there's absolutely nothing of note until we get to the other side, the second rift gate. So the first rift gate, you can follow the road if you want, but it's over here. Glacial of Scorching. I'm not sure about those rings. They would probably be good for this character, just to have some damage swirling around us while we are running around. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to use them 2 characters in a row. Or I guess 2 characters at the same time, really. And they are actually pretty expensive as well. Maybe not. Okay. Did I mention there's not a whole lot going on in between these 2 sections? Because there's not a whole lot going on in here. We may hit level 70 on this run though, which will give us a new book and a new pair of boots. So that could be fun. We also now have access to the 3rd area of the Forgotten... the Hidden Path, sorry. I was going to say the Forgotten Gods quest. But no, the Hidden Path goes through there. So we could go and do that. Maybe we'll leave that for next episode though. What are we up to quest-wise? Return to Captain Soma, so we've got quest turn-ins to do. Speak with the emissary, Forgotten Gods. Will we do Forgotten Gods on Elite? Maybe. Having access to the belts probably not be an awful idea. Having said that, I don't think there's anything other than the belts, and I mean, I guess technically I do want Celestial Lotus. Alright, pants wise, do I care about this? Presence of Virtue is pretty good. The rest of it I don't think I care about. Fizz resistance is very nice, it's a nice amount of health and more armor. I think that's kind of a side grade. Alright, Bane, Skyreach Sash? No, okay, none of this is for us. Okay, we made it, you guys. We made it through the Astrakhan Valley. Well, almost. Okay, now we can say we made it. We also just hit Revered with Homestead, which is very nice. And we hit level 70. So now seems like a good time to go back to Homestead, turn in a bunch of quests, and change some gear out. Right, so we don't do this quest, we ignore that quest. But we have the lumber mill to turn in. And if we talk to Captain Soma, she'll take Karaza's tome off our hands. Will give us the Vault Keeper's Mark. This is a ranged 1- and 2-handed weapon passive bonus. Okay, well, we will be selling that, so thank you for the iron bits, I guess. Alright. Elemental Storm level up, very nice, very nice. Level 70, what were we doing? I do think we need to get these two, so Presence of Virtue because of the offensive ability, Haven because of health and healing effect increase. I don't think we care about this one. Not really. Arcanist, I do want to get these two abilities, and more points in the bar is obviously a good thing. I think for now, we max those two out. Okay, what do we got? Inquisitor Creed later on, and... yeah, okay.
I'll keep your stash safe.
We'll just go and vendor all of this. I'm not going to use any of it. Keep that one. Definitely be reading the blueprints. And how do I know none of this is any good? I don't. But not planning on using any of it. That pile of rings that I sold though, could be worth checking through these. So this one would not be horrible. We are using Volcanic Stride. The cold damage proc on it is not amazing. And the resistances on these are not horrible, but not great either. So I do... that's actually not a bad ring. Chunk of health, some regen, some percent regen, 2 resistances. That's actually not a bad ring at all. Do I want it though? No, I don't think I do. Okay, we'll bank all this rubbish.
No questions asked.
And we have some new toys to play with. So let's have a look and see how that goes. Are our resistances okay? No, we are missing bleeding resistance. Because these boots used to give us 36%. Okay, time to reassess if we actually need those other boots. We actually only lost 9% bleeding resist, so we were only just capped. We would lose movement. You know what, I don't think that's big enough upgrade for it to actually be worth using. This one, however,
It's safe with me. Promise.
this book is just better. And since we're already in Homestead, let's have a look what we have here for burn damage, for augments. I swear that said Homestead. Ah, it does, but it's fire damage and chaos res. Okay, what else we got? That is a good chunk of, oh, that's two-handers. Bugger. Good chunk of fire, but mostly I'm looking at the offensive ability. That one, and do we have... no, we came from an actual rift, okay. See, I'm learning. Don't clear your rift. Right, let's take our enchanted flint back. And we'll put that on here. And I guessed correctly for a change. Okay, so new book. New boots that turned out to not be new boots. Let's go have a look in the Tomb of the Archon. Or at least run past it on the way to Fort Icon before we forget about it and clear the rift. Okay, no totem here unfortunately. You guys know how much I love my totems, but it's not there today unfortunately, so we miss out. Not the end of the world, but, you know, kind of is. Alright, what are you? You're a defender. Looks like meat's back on the menu. Alright, so we drop a portal there. Hopefully I won't forget about it and clear it doing something else. Void Blade. No burning. No good. It does seem like just running through stuff and then watching it die behind me is pretty good XP. Half the time I don't even see it die. Alright, we've made it to Fort Icon. Let's clear this little fight out. We'll turn the loot off for now so I can actually see what's going on. You know what? I don't think we actually need to swing our weapon at things. Okay, how'd we do for loot? That is not a good haul. Okay, well, it is what it is. We'll go up here and talk to Creed. I think we are going to side with Anasteria. Okay, and we'll pick up this quest as well, because why not?
I'll give you a good price on what's
Right,
got left.
vendor this.
Put it to good use.
Got something you need stashed? I'll keep an eye out.
And we don't talk to Spellbreaker Moira. She's going to send us to the bad place. Okay. Let's go get our ashes. Now, the fun part about this place is we already have all the devotion shrines we need. So we don't need to go downstairs and play with the ghouls. We can pretty much just run through here. I will, of course, be hitting the ethereal shrine. What do they have? More crit damage, less crit chance. Alright, healing rain leveled up, that could be good. I wonder how they recorded the voices on these guys. They have very squeaky voices. Okay, let's see the loot. What do we get? Pet. Poison? Okay, was not expecting that to be poison. Alright, Aether Fire of Amarastus Flurry. Okay, okay. It is a double rare, but like most double rares, it's also garbage. And that was a weapon of Scorched Runes. Okay, what about the rings? Okay, Consecrated of Scorching. Garbage for resistances, but that's a decent chunk of damage. And that's also garbage. Okay, so we don't want any of that. Nearly there. How's my stun resist? I really have to find a way of getting this up. Maybe have to find 2 points. 2 points? Where's the stun resist? There's stun reduction, and also that one, I think. This is a really, really nice devotion that more people should take. Wonder if I can find... What is it, 5 purple? We don't even have 5 purple. Could take these 3, although that is a lot of armor we would lose. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting some more stun reduction. May have to wait and get it on ring adornments or ring components later on. Okay, so we are fighting against the Kaiman's clowns, so we are going to have a lot of fire damage to deal with on the boss, and of course he's going to be resistant to fire. Which means it's going to take us a little longer to kill him. We do have pretty good fire resistance though, 87%. Okay, and we don't have to go down there, so I'm just going to open it and leave it open. Whoever comes in here next will find it. Alright, boss fight time. I was actually expecting this to be a little more difficult. Okay. Now, this is an item I've been meaning to actually make a build out of for a while. So, the basic idea behind this is it's a lot of fire and burning damage. You also get +2 to the summon limit of your guardians. And then you get a bunch of fire and burning to judgment, which I didn't know about. The basic idea was to make a pet build using the guardians. I think maybe like a dervish might be a better, or not better, but like the way to do it. Although, we could do Fire Eye of Reckoning dervish with this. I don't know. Something to think about. I don't have any plans to make that character, and it's certainly not up next, but it's something to think about. Okay, on that note, it's been half an hour, so I'm going to end the video here. So thank you all very much for watching. See you in the next one, and goodbye for now.